by the Films Division. Films Division of India was established in the year 1948 to articulate the energy of a newly independent nation. For more than 6 decades, the organization has relentlessly striven to maintain a record of the social, political, and cultural imaginations and the realities of the country on film. It has actively worked on encouraging and promoting a culture of filmmaking in India that respects individual vision and social commitment. In its archives, Films Division of India holds more than 8,000 titles, including praiseless Indian news review, documentaries, short films, and animation films. Now we have now with us Director General of Films Division, Shri Manish Desai. He is also handling additional charge of PAB Western Region. We also have with us Shri Mike Pandey, who's the first director to win the Green Oscar Award in the year 1994. He is an Indian filmmaker specializing in films about wildlife and environment. He has won over 300 awards for his work to spread awareness about biodiversity and species conservation. We also have with us Srimati Swati Pandey, Director of Films Division in Mumbai. Manish sir, can you please give us a short intro of MIF?
Well, yeah, good morning friends. Today I present before you wearing a different hat. I am a familiar face here as part of the Press Information Bureau, but today I'll be representing from this fora, I'll be representing the Films Division as the Festival Director of the 15th Mumbai International Film Festival for documentary, short and animation films. I mean, that is the official name of the festival. It will be held from January 28th to February 3rd in Mumbai, and this time we will be hosting the festival for the first time completely in our own complex, because we have now matured enough to develop that kind of an infrastructure. It has been customary to hold the announcement press conference of the Mumbai International Film Festival, or we can, for the sake of convenience, what we can call it as a Mumbai International Documentary Festival, just to underline the documentary part of it. In IFFI, which is a large, it's a festival of films. This MIF is a younger cousin of IFFI, younger being, it started in 1990. It's a biennial festival being held once in 2 years. It is the 15th festival is going to be held now. And what is this about? Mumbai International Film Festival is a platform that it provides a platform for the documentary filmmakers from across the world and especially India to showcase their creative talent. It brings them together in one place for 1 week to exchange ideas. On the sidelines of it, we conduct various workshops, open forum, panel discussions to discuss about the new trends that are taking place in the world of documentary, digital cinema, the whole, and especially what we are talking about, the social media, in the age of social media, what is the role of documentary, all these things to discuss. And this year, I mean, we are also trying to bring in a little bit of value additions and also to add a marketing angle to how the documentaries and the documentary films can be, short films can be marketed as well. So, the ball has set rolling for the Mumbai International Film Festival. We opened our, and I must first tell you that in organizing this film festival, Films Division is not alone. It is not just the work of Films Division or the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting alone. We have got with us as partners the Indian Documentary Producers Association, IDPA, whose president, Mr. Mike Pandey, and our good friend is here. He is an eminent documentary maker, and all of you listened to his speech yesterday, and he's a prolific speaker and a very influential speaker at that. And whenever I see him, in him I see an activist documentary maker, a documentary maker who makes films to bring in change in the society. We all know that, I mean, documentaries need promotion need to be encouraged, because while the feature films more or less tend to fulfill the entertainment needs of people, documentaries tend to fulfill the information needs of people. And with us, when we are so happy to have joined hands with organizations like IDPA. We have joined hands with PSBT, that is a Public Service Broadcasting Trust headed by Mr. Rajiv Mehrotra. We have joined hands with Vatavaran, which excels in putting together environmentally conscious films. So this is actually a team effort. I mean, we are only a coordinator kind of a thing. Films Division is a coordinator, nevertheless, and funds the festival. But the festival is staged by joining hands with many other similarly inclined, similarly motivated, similarly driven organizations. That is why we have got to aid, advise, and admonish us a very good organizing committee which has some of the biggest names in the documentary world. The list of the members, I mean, of course, the official members are there, but other than that, I mean, I want you to look is the non-official members. They are all the big names in the documentary movement in the country. So we have their good wishes, we have their wisdom to guide this festival, and on the basis of that gives us a confidence to stage a very, very good meaningful documentary festival. I would not go by numbers or measure this thing by the footfalls rather, but the kind of sensitive audience we would be getting, I mean, that is going to be the focus point of it. We opened our entries for the Mumbai International Film Festival on October 15th and closed it on November 15th. Mind it, I mean, we were strict, no extensions. Normally extensions is a norm in the festivals, but I mean, we had taken a conscious decision that, okay, the festival is going to close, the entry dates are going to close on the particular day. Yes, they close on particular day. And what kind of a response we got? I mean, we had a tremendous response from across the country and abroad. We got nearly 790 entries for the in the national and international competition section. And we got entries from over 32 countries, and some of them very small and remote. Like one of the newly independent countries like East Timor has also put in an entry for the Mumbai International Film Festival. We had an entry fee of $50 for the international competition and a concessional entry fee of $30 for the SAARC countries. We had a very good response, and we are all very encouraged about it. In the international competition, we got about a total of 197 films, and 76 of them are from abroad, with Bangladesh, Canada, Israel, France contributing, and United States, putting in a large number of entries. The lists are there in the kit which has been provided for you, a small press release, a bilingual press release in English and Marathi, and some of the other basic things have been provided in the kit which has been given for you. Now, these films will go through two-tier system of selection. There's a selection committee which will be scrutinizing and shortlisting the films for the competition, and an eminent international jury and a national jury will judge the films for their quality, for awarding what is our award, which is called as a Golden Conch. And the major announcement to make at this forum today is backing Films Division's initiative in promoting documentary. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has supported us, and this year we have doubled the prize money which is given at the Golden Conch. The international competition Golden Conch, which used to get a prize money of 5 lakh rupees or 500,000 rupees, this year we will be giving a 1 million rupee cash award for the international, for the Golden Conch Award. So this is one of the biggest awards in the documentary section. Of course, I mean, don't compare with IFI, because IFI has got huge awards, like, I mean, for 4 million award is the 4 million award for the Golden Peacock here. But for a documentary movement, this is a big motivation, I mean, we think. And then we have got the Golden Conch Award after that Golden Conch, we have got the Silver Conch Award for the best animation film, best short fiction in international category as well as national category. And in the national category, we have also keeping in mind the feedback we have got, there is a separate award for a feature-length documentary, and there's a separate award for documentary less than a feature-length thing. And then, apart from these, we have got awards for the technical categories in editing, sound design. Which is the other one? Editing, sound design, and cinematography. So these are the 3 awards. And in addition to this, documentary, with the advent of digital technology, documentary has become a mass movement now. Now almost everybody with a cell phone is also a kind of a documentary maker. We want students also to participate in large numbers, and we have got a student award as well. The award list is here with you? The award list has been given in the press kit, right? Just a second. This student award, the trophy is given by IDPA, and I must, sir, I mean, you want me to make the announcement, or you will make the announcement?
I think you make the announcement.
Oh, okay, yeah. IDPA has displayed a great sensitivity, and this year they have decided to name the award as IDPA Vijaya Mule Award for Best Student Film. Vijaya Mule, 97 years old, I believe now, 96? 97 years old, has been a legendary name in Indian documentary movement, in the information film movement, and she has also been the V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award winner in 2002 in MIF. Apart from this, there is also a Best Debut Film. This award is sponsored by the government of Maharashtra, that is Dada Saheb Phalke Chitra Nagari, that is the Mumbai's film city. So they are also our partners in hosting the festival. So this award will be given by them, and this is given for the Best Debut Film. So debut and student are the categories which are very, very important, and where we expect a lot of people to come. What happens? I mean, a lot of people, so 790 films have come, but not all of them would make it to the final competition section, naturally. But some of them may actually be very good, because it's just Hindi में जैसे बोलते हैं 19-20 का फर्क. So we also have a category called MIF Prism. In MIF Prism, we screen those documentaries which are, of course, decided by a selection committee, which are very good in content and very good in presentation, but just for some reason just couldn't make it to the competition. So that is one subcategory is there. And then we have worked out, my team is there, my programming team is working overtime now, putting together retrospectives, homages, special packages. We have already firmed up a special package of short films from France. We have been able to put together a package of animation films from Turkey and Russia. Dhwani Desai, she has been an animator of repute. She has been also of help to us in putting together some of the packages. And this year we are going to have a special package of films on women issues from Philippines. Very rarely Southeast Asian countries have featured in our festival, but this time, we are going to have a special package of women films from Philippines. Another eminent filmmaker, Reena Mohan, is curating this package. Then, regionally, we have got a package from the Northeast, we will have a package from Jammu and Kashmir, and then we will have a Vatavaran, environmentally conscious films package too. Then we have our own sister organization called National Film Archive of India, which like us, also has a huge archive, and we are wanting to have, we are already in talks with National Film Archive of India to put together a package of rare, almost 1935, 1940 kinds of films, which are rarely seen. We get a rare opportunity to see. So, there are plenty of things are there. We are at a very initial stage of adding that marketing edge to the festival. We are in talks with FICCI for putting together a buyer-seller market, because documentary production is one thing, but documentaries also need to be marketed. They also need to reach out wide. Somebody asked me, for MIF 2018, who is the brand ambassador? Last year we had Jackie Shroff as the brand ambassador for 2016. But then, we thought that for the documentary film festival, the documentary filmmaker must be the brand ambassador. Documentary filmmakers, Mike Pandey, Rajiv Mehrotra, all of them, whoever is making a meaningful documentary film films. The documentary filmmakers are themselves the brand ambassadors of our festival. So no specific brand ambassador or something like that, because we are in the business of information exchange. We are in the business of telling something for a change. So I think, our decision will be well taken by all the documentary makers. I would now request my friend and our guru, our patron, Mike Pandey, to say a few words about how his association with Mumbai Film Festival has been and overall documentary movement in the country itself.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you, Manish. Good morning, everyone. I think it's a great honor and privilege to be here to share a platform with what I consider the most crucial pivot in the whole country. Films division history has been long, and they created a platform for news, information, dissemination all over the world. And today I'm glad to see that MIF finally, Films Division, through its program, MIF has opened not only national doors but international doors. So a number of 790 films is mind-boggling. And as I was hearing the numbers, I was thinking, what is the jury going to do? And I think that's, and the other very good thing is that Philippines coming in, and especially the special package on women's films. These are the things of the future. These need to be addressed. It's nearly 70 years of independence, and sadly, over 60% of our population is still without information and education. We need to get out there, empower the people, educate them, and documentaries are the best way. Why do we make documentaries? To sensitize people, to carry information to homes, and also to make a difference. There's a need for education, and the fastest way to get it across to 1.25 billion people is through films. Material that can be shared with universities. The social media is already overcrowded. The need at a time when the social media also, which is overcrowded but with a lot of manipulated news and misinformation, is for real news, real information to get to people. And documentaries, I can proudly say, are the closest to truth documentation. That's why it's so crucial for my people in India to get information that's real, clean, uncluttered, so that it can touch their minds and their hearts and make a difference. Educate them, develop sensitivity towards the environment, for example, that's where I am from. And also to share information. Packages from across the country, including Jammu, Kashmir, Northeast, are going to open doors where people are going to come and join in and understand each other's cultures and diversity. Understanding the diversity of the country and the various states is so important. Right now we live in gated colonies or gated states. You are south, I am north, east, west. This is going to open, and through a powerful medium called documentaries. Documentaries have changed over the year, and I'm glad you'll be seeing something that was Nanook of the North, something that was made years ago on celluloid, and now it's transformed to digital. And like Manish was saying, digital technology has enabled every single one of you to become a storyteller. You all have stories, we are all storytellers, but how effectively do we tell the story? We have been trained, we speak the language of celluloid, frugal with words, but effective with visuals. And I believe visuals make a difference. That's why it's so important. Yesterday I was at a small talk and I mentioned that it is important for the government and the agencies involved to understand that the school of the future will come from television, from visuals. And that's why there should be enough budgets allocated towards promoting and inspiring young filmmakers across the country. And I'm proud to say I was part of a program that Films Division had in Chandrapur. It's the interior heart of Maharashtra. And also in Shanti Niketan, seat of education. And this was the first film festival they had ever seen. And the number of people, enthusiasm was tremendous. People are hungry for news and information and education. So I think if you have to compete with a highly competitive world, we need to be well informed, we need to be well heeled and up to date. And documentaries fill that gap so crucially. I think also the dream that we've always had for a long time is to have a satellite channel totally dedicated to educational content. In the mornings, school, science and all. In the afternoon for senior citizens. In the evening, regional cinema, which brings people together. And also to promote and encourage young talent. You can see from a remote, low-key, laid-back state like Haryana, some of the best wrestlers are emerging, and women. And this is an awakening. And MIF has, I think with the number of entries has woken up the world, has woken up the country. And the number of entries from overseas is amazing. It's unbelievable. I've lived all my life in England and I decided to come back here and settle down. And I knew how India was perceived. But this is a place where participation in the international arena has been, I mean, MIF has been a catalyst. And I'm very happy that I'll be part of it, where I'll probably be seeing all the people, workshops, and the interactions by people. To round it all up, I said, since there's a category for students, it is to motivate and encourage young filmmakers, budding filmmakers to come out. Because in India, there are so many states, and each state has its own concern, whether it's environmental or social. So if there are small films made by youngsters about their concerns, and it comes to one point, then people can share exactly and empathize. Otherwise, everything is lost, information is always lost. And I think with digital technology coming in and Films Division revamping and restructuring, rethinking its structure, there will be a library available to anyone across the country to tap, go into any information on any subject, whether it's farming to woodwork or to science or to the environment. And that is what is needed if we are to empower our country. I think I'm very happy, and I compliment and congratulate Films Division on this amazing initiative. And I'm also thanking them for agreeing to the award, IDPA Vijay Mule Award for the Best Student Film, because that's going to motivate people. And Vijay Mule has been a pillar of the documentary movement. And she is one of the most, she's written quite a few books as well on cinema. So it's not just documentary, but Indian cinema. So we are very honored, and thank you very much indeed. We're very grateful for that. So I thank you. I'll let you, Swati, speak something now.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I would just request you to book your date with MIF, and you're all welcome to come to our swanky new premises in Pedder Road, Mumbai, because we are opening 2 auditoriums for all of you, which is the top of the world genre, so that you enjoy the festivities all in one compound and do not have to reschedule yourself because you missed a movie in an X place. So I think that is the most positive part of MIF. And also that we have thought, Manish sir and me, that we must get the new fresh faces, students, to come in to enjoy the documentary genre, because that is what is going to, when you talk about education, I think we at middle age are stagnating with our education. It's not easy to open your minds and brains to something new. But when you get in students, so we've made student delegate fee free this time. So we're not charging anything. You have a student iCar. You're most welcome to watch any of these wonderful movies, from across the country and the world, which is basically opening your mind to another way of thought. I think that is what the genre promotes, is that you understand something beyond of what you've been educated. So, so that's the new feeling of MIF, that students are all welcome just with an iCard. And we would like to have a little festivities around, so we'll be having a little cultural thing, a feel of films and the festival. So once again, thank you very much for your August presence, number 1, and number 2, please be there with us, help us grow and support your documentary filmmakers, because as Mike and Sir said, we are just the platform for you to launch yourself. Please use us well. Thank you very much. Be in Bombay, 28 January to 3rd of February. We will be waiting to welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. And the floor is now open for Q&A.
Yes, yes.
Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Assad. I'm the member of social media team of IFI. So I just wanted to know whether the student registrations are exclusively for students who belong from film schools? Or?
Not at all. It is students, any student.
It's actually the film schools, mass media, journalism school students.
That's for internships, sir. For the viewing. Viewing students can come in.
Okay.
Delegates?
No, any which way. Our delegate fee is just 100 rupees. For students, we will waive it. It's done.
Hello, sir. Sir, I want to ask, sir, that how many films will be screened during the festival, and what is special about this year? Like from the last year, what is the specialty that we'll be going to see in this year's festival, sir?
Well, we will be screening films over 5 days. So the number of films that will be screened cannot be determined right now, because only after the selection is over, selection process is over, because documentaries are of different duration. One documentary may be a powerful documentary, maybe only of 3 minutes or 4 minutes, or one may be more than 90 minutes, more than 75 minutes or something like that. And then I just heard one of our friends making a documentary film on a Czech composer, which is going to be of 7 hours duration. Of course, this time it's not there. Maybe next festival we will have that issue. Dungarpur is making that. Shivendra Dungarpur. Yeah. So exactly number of films cannot be said now, because a curtain raiser press conference which I'll be taking up just ahead of MIF, I'll be exactly ready with the figures on that. But overall, we will be having spread over 4 to 5 auditoria, 8 hours of screening every day. So I can now tell you about the hours of screening. Figures next press conference. Yeah. Satyendraji.
My name is Satendra Mohan. I'm associated with the International Cinema and the National Cinema for a large number of years. First of all, I congratulate Manish Desai, the Director General, and Mr. Mike Pandey for the introduction of
and my team actually.
And the team also, of course. Team goes along with it. I'm very glad to know that the two new awards being instituted. There is the IDPA Vijay Mulay Award and also an award for the debut student award. Now, there are a lot of talks have been going on every year whenever I have attended BIF. That it's a biannual event. That why don't we make it an annual event? Have we done something in this direction?
Yes, please.
I think I would endorse that, and one of the most important things, since we've spoken about documentaries and their role in society, in schools, colleges, everywhere, I would request the authorities to make it an annual event so that the outreach is wider, greater, and there's a continuity. The rhythm is not lost in waiting 1 year, then everyone goes down. And if there's something like that, I think you will see maybe 10 to 20 times fold increase in interest in MIF. And then that means fresh content will be out there within the year for people to see and react. And that's very important. So we'll not have stale news or information, but we need MIF to happen every year. That's a request.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would like to just compliment saying what Mike Pandey said. Almost unanimously, the organizing committee members during its organizing committee meeting endorsed this view, said that, the festival should be made annual, so that, the same thing, the rhythm is kept, and, just like IFFI, it becomes a calendar event, you have to mark it every year. January 28th to February 3rd or whatever it is, because that's a I must say that that's a very good time in Mumbai. The weather is excellent. Just after the MIF is over, the Kala Ghoda Art Festival begins. It's a great time to be in Mumbai. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Charles Thompson. Let's just say I'm from Josh Talks, because I wear many hats. One thing I'd like to ask you, if we're encouraging students to make documentaries and then submit them, maybe you would think of making a charter or suggested rules that would need to apply while they're making the films or the documentary. So it's not, because the younger the student is, the more passionate they are about certain things, and maybe some things will not be acceptable. And I'll just give you one very simple one: consent. So you're making a documentary, but you haven't got the person's consent. Right? So there may be a number of things that would be very helpful, even I suppose for the festival, that there's a charter. So anybody who's submitting a film, a documentary, has read that charter and has understood. And of course for students, if they read that beforehand, it would be very helpful to them. And then this waves away all these controversial, you can't always wave away controversy, but with the documentaries, because we're talking about the truth, it's a big Pandora's box there.
Absolutely, I agree with it. Every year before the festival, entries are open on our website. We publish the guidelines, and which includes the charter of what kind of films are acceptable, what kind of, but we do not specify that. There's actually not a negative list. Because it's up to the selection committee to take a judgment, to take a decision on that. But the guidelines are published well in advance. I think we had put it up for about one month's time or something like that. But as Mike Pandey was telling me, that if this becomes an annual affair, there is a definitive loop which has its advantage.
Sir, my name is Ravishan Chaturvedi, BBC from Indore. मैंने 5-7 फेस्टिवल रन किए मिफ के, और मैं बचपन में फिल्में देखना शुरू किया था. डॉक्यूमेंट्री पहले दिखाई जाती, फिल्म बाद में किया थी. Documentaries are more popular than the films. People are going to rush to the theatre to see the documentary, not the film. Now the things are that I am seeing the films, but I can't see the documentaries. So where I can go to see the documentary? Only in the festival or somewhere else also. So documentaries are the cultural things of the country.
बहुत बढ़िया सवाल है.
तो कैसे आप इसको मुझे बताएंगे? डॉक्यूमेंट्री इतना बड़ा फेस्टिवल हो रहा है, यहाँ डॉक्यूमेंट्री कहाँ है बताएंगे?
बहुत अच्छा सवाल है सर. डॉक्यूमेंट्री बन तो बहुत ज्यादा बन रहे हैं, प्रोडक्शन तो काफी हो रहा है, उसका आउटरीच कहाँ है, कहाँ देखे जा रहे हैं, लेकिन इसके ऊपर भी हमारे प्रयास जारी है. जैसे आपको अभी पता होगा कि आईडीपीए और दूरदर्शन का एक मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग के जरिए उनका एक स्लॉट है, सैटरडे स्लॉट, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, सैटरडे आफ्टरनून में दूरदर्शन के नेशनल नेटवर्क में जो It's okay if I speak in Hindi or okay, because we have got some international audience also. Aure baap re. Lovely. Thank you very much. सैटरडे के हर शनिवार दोपहर में एक स्लॉट है जहां पे आईडीपीए के जरिए काफी सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज नेशनल नेटवर्क पर दिखाए जाते हैं जो टेरेस्ट्रियल एज वेल एज सैटेलाइट नेटवर्क में मिलता है। और फिल्म्स डिवीजन भी अपने आप एक कदम ऐसा उठाया है कि वी आर ऑल्सो नाउ ओपनिंग अप आवर डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज टू डिफरेंट चैनल्स। अक्टूबर के महीने में फिल्म्स डिवीजन के 14 डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज एपिक चैनल में दिखाए गए जो भारत में डॉक्यूमेंट्री के लिए ही बनाया गया एक सैटेलाइट चैनल है। और यूनिवर्सलाइज करने के लिए फिल्म्स डिवीजन के डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज को अभी मतलब आज के दिन में आप अगर फिल्म्स डिवीजन की वेबसाइट विजिट करेंगे तो लगभग 70 से 80 डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज, चुने हुए डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज आप एक टाइम में देख सकते हैं। और हम उसको बदलते रहेंगे। ये जो वेयर है, जो हमारा प्रोडक्ट्स जो है उसको समय समय से बदलते रहेंगे। और उसके अलावा हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल भी चला रहे हैं। आजकल सोशल मीडिया एक बहुत बड़ा व्हीकल बना है डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज को लोगों तक लेके जाने के लिए। तो हम आजकल यूट्यूब में भी मौजूद हैं। एंड how I wish that that comes that dream comes true, because many countries also already have that kind of infrastructure available. Exclusively for documentaries. I agree with this.
About the satellite.
Government can work on it.
Yeah, satellite channel होना बहुत जरूरी है। आईडीपीए की तरफ से भी प्रयास जारी है और हम भी प्रसार भारती के साथ मिलकर इसको आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेंगे।
A satellite channel is the way to the future really, and ये होगा जरूर क्योंकि कई सालों से प्रयास हो रहा है। क्योंकि ट्रांसपॉन्डर भी है, जगह भी है, फिल्म्स डिवीजन का नया ऑफिस भी है, उसके ऊपर छत पे जगह भी है, एंड ये एक हकीकत बन सकता है। ओनली वी नीड द विल। I've scouted all these things, locations, you see, so nobody can get out.
मतलब इनका कहने का मतलब है कि प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट तैयार है।
Yeah, effective होगा, and that will bring the people together. Cultures and traditions of India will become one rather than being divided. So MIF is actually the seed which is growing and blossoming, and it needs support of everyone, every single citizen, the government, the agencies, and I think then you'll see magic.
Yeah, I would like to conclude by saying that, see, the way we are conceiving MIF, we want it to be a people's festival. It's not a government festival or government sponsored festival कि हम लोग ने अनाउंस किया और फिल्में दिखाएं और खत्म हो गया और एक रिपोर्ट बना के दे दिया। We want it to be a people's festival. We want people to be part and parcel of it. Come, enjoy, and be part of the festivities. Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
Worth watching, and these serials are actually spoiling our children and our new generation.
You see, there was a time when I was involved with the first ever serial made in India called Hum Log, and we made 250 episodes, and the speed was slow, and then of course came Bunyad and other things. There's a diverse audience in this country, and there are some who would like to see orange-colored women and with huge tikas and matis. So, but at one time it was being overdone, and we did take a stand, and Sahal Bahu was withdrawn, and you will see that, of course, it has translated into other dramatic serials, but wrong values, women crying all the time, orange-colored looking women, unrealistic women were taken out. And we played a major role that we want people to look real. Don't put on your filters and make them look glamorous, and everyone's trying to get into that. If somebody's just woken up, they're woken up with fresh clothes and all that, we're just going to a party, We don't do such unrealistic things, are not required. We need real, closer to life truths. really. And if documentaries can do that, films can do it. You know, filmmakers carry a responsibility, really. Whether it's mainstream cinema or documentary makers. We carry a responsibility. We don't need the police policing over. You have to ask, what am I doing? How is it going to affect the audience? Put yourself in the shoes of the diverse audience in front of you. The policymaker, the farmer, the mid-range level who's still confused, trying to find his path. So, and we cater, manage not to shock people, at the same time not give wrong values, but inculcate positive values, you know, really, things that will enable every level to grow. And policymakers understand that this is the need of the country, and let's go and do something about it. And it's a good question, but you'll see a lot of change has come. I'm totally against these days, I would say bluntly, about this Nagin series where snakes turn into humans and they come back. This is wrong value. I mean, you know, where are we living? I remember I was doing a film with Spielberg, Temple of Doom here, and my script was cancelled because a very senior officer, Mr. Arora, is not here with us anymore. He said this is superstition because there was some ghost sequence in a cave. And the whole film, the whole project went to Sri Lanka. We had 250 acres of land set up to set up Spielberg's Temple of Doom. But just because of that. So why do we have superstition now? Do snakes really turn into human beings? Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. It's okay. But if you do it over and over again for 500 episodes, it's going to leave some impression on someone. And snakes are going to be killed. And we need snakes. Do you think we need snakes?
Yes.
They're the farmer's best friends. They're the only one that can go into the little hole and eat away the snakes who destroy 30% of our food crops.
Right.
India needn't go hungry. But we've just destroyed the balance, like I was speaking yesterday. We've just disrupted the balance, nature's balance. We need to understand one thing, and that's what our document is trying to say, that there's a balance in life and equilibrium. We must not play God, we must not destroy it. Every creature created on this planet has a role to play. Respect that.
Hi, this is Mahesh. Is there any celebrity document filmmaker from abroad who is visiting this myth? And if so, what is the list? And my second question is, from whatever I've heard here, marketing seems to be at the lowest level for myth. How you're planning to do a trajectory in upbeating the festival?
Yeah. This time, I mean, the MIF entries, whatever we got from India as well as abroad, we had a very, frankly, I mean, we had consciously pegged a very low print advertisement budget. We drove through social media. It's Twitter, Facebook page, and YouTube. I mean, we had a small promo, and then this time we had if you had seen that, is he there somewhere? The Bombay Dabbawala as caricature of a Bombay Dabbawala. Yeah, just outside. I think that caught the, it is there in the flyer. I mean, he's our film delivery boy also. He doesn't deliver tiffins, he delivers films. And this is not any big creative agency's output. I mean, this is by a crowdsourcing, not even crowdsourcing. This is by students of Sophia College, communication students. They had given the idea. From amongst that, we had selected this. I mean, we are going to be, social media is going to be our major platform to drive this. Marketing, I mean, there are two aspects to it. Promoting MIF on its own, of course, I mean, we will be depending on in the social media department, we will be depending on the 3 Twitter handles the most. The Twitter handle of the Press Information Bureau, All India Radio, and Doordarshan. Each of them has got more than 1 million followers. I mean, some, I think, are reaching 2 million, nearing about 2 million. Apart from that, all the documentary filmmakers, we have made a group of the documentary filmmakers. So that's a networking thing. So our advertising and promotion will be mostly driven by digital media, supported by outdoor advertising. We are in touch with the Mumbai Municipal Corporation and Mumbai's, which is that best, right? That is the bus service for the hoardings to carry and all that. So that is one of the creating about the buds. And your second part about the big international films, this thing coming over here. We've got a Canadian filmmaker Paul Lee. Paul Lee will be here and he will be presenting his package of films also. Then we have got Dominique Dubosc from France. He will be here. And one of the big names will be from Iran. That is Rakshan Bani-Etimad. Rakshan Bani-Etimad has confirmed her participation in the festival. We are also in talks with Ivan Maximov. He's an animator from Russia. Yeah, we are in touch because there is still about 2 months' time run up to the festival. We are in correspondence and confirmation these things. So I would say that at least we would have about 20 to 25 international guests this time.
Any more questions?
I think we can wind up. Now, just I'll now wear a Press Information Bureau's hat and make a small announcement. As you know, Principal Director General of Press Information Bureau, Frank Norona, is in town. He has just arrived yesterday. And for the media friends, we are hosting a small get-together this evening at the International Center Goa, just in Donapola. All of you are invited. Invitation cards are at the media help desk because the entry is by invitation cards. I request all of you, I cordially invite all of you to come and be with us for the evening. Thank you very much.
Short films from France, animation films from Turkey and Russia, and 1 million rupee golden conch and whatnot. Many reasons for documentary film lovers to celebrate. Let's have a photo opportunity, and the next presser will be shortly after that.
Thank you very much.